All right, welcome back, or welcome, whichever the case may be. Listen, there's been a lot of baloney about the energy use of Bitcoin, and it's improving. I mean, it's had its moments, and with China banning all their miners now, it's actually really improved, which is a big plus for Bitcoiners. Don't look at that as a problem. Look at that as a step up, my friends, a step up. But we've had people lying to you. You've been lied to about the energy use. It's going to boil oceans and all that other, I want to say baloney again. I'm trying not to swear too much. Anyway, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy had put together something called the Bitcoin Mining Council. And then get over 30% or around 30% of the Bitcoin miners to voluntarily come in and just be honest, open their books. This is how we do it. This is the energy we use. This is the type of energy we use. This is how much we mine. And there's a great quote in here. I can't remember the guy's name who says it, but he's quoting Michael Saylor, and he says, just because we're decentralized, it doesn't mean we need to be disorganized. Genius. This was an hour and a half presentation live a couple of days ago, and I was lucky enough to actually watch the whole thing live. I managed to chop it down to 9 minutes of what I think are key points. And if you're interested in something like this, if you want to have an argument against people who say Bitcoin sucks up, it's going to boil oceans, which is so freaking stupid. Listen, I got it down from an hour and a half to 9 minutes. How they're lying to you. You're being lied to from Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, Elon Musk. It's all bullshit. See, I tried not to swear and I did it anyway. Anyway, let's go right to it. Here you go. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategies, Bitcoin Mining Council, the truth about Bitcoin's energy use.
Welcome to the Global Bitcoin Mining Data Review for Q2 2021. I'd like to just start by giving you an update on what's been going on with the Bitcoin Mining Council over the past few weeks. I'm proud to say that we have run a survey of Bitcoin mining energy consumption, and we have enlisted 23 mining companies into our advisory group. And our job is to share best practices and educate the public about the benefits of Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. And let me start with the summary. What we found is that Bitcoin mining uses a negligible amount of energy compared to major countries and major industries, and we'll show that in a second. It's rapidly becoming more efficient. We're very delighted to see it's getting more efficient, and it's powered by a higher mix of sustainable energy than any major country or industry. And so that's the headline in this presentation today. So I've got 5 slides, and we'll start with the first one, global Bitcoin mining energy use. Bitcoin mining energy use is negligible. Now, sometimes people declare Bitcoin mining to be large compared to some certain place, but they compare Bitcoin mining energy use to negligible size other energy uses. If we actually compare Bitcoin mining energy use to major countries, and you can see here the United States and China and the EU and India and Russia and the world, you can see that the Bitcoin mining energy use is literally so small as you can't see the line or the bar on the screen. We had to manually enhance the size of the bar so that you could see it. Otherwise, you literally would not see the bar. The rest of the bars are to scale. And Bitcoin mining is approximately 189 terawatt hours if we gross up the electricity to a full energy basis. Generally, when you convert energy into electricity, you have a 65% power loss. When we take the 189 terawatt hours of energy used by the worldwide Bitcoin mining network, and we compare it to the world, we get about 0.117, or in other words, 12/100ths of 1% of the result. So 12 basis points of the world's energy is Bitcoin mining. Definition of negligible, 0.1%. Now, what's also interesting is the type of energy that Bitcoin mining is using. Bitcoin miners are migrating to the edge of the grid. They're searching for sustainable energy. They're searching for renewable energy because renewable energy tends to be cheap energy. And we all know that Bitcoin miners use marginal energy, stranded energy, and waste energy because otherwise they just couldn't get energy cheap enough to be profitable. They actually turn out to be running on 67.6% sustainable energy. We then went and looked at the rest of the world and we talked to analysts. We looked at all the best public data sources and we also drew from other industry analysts around the world. And we estimate, based upon all the numbers we can find, that the global BTC mining industry is 56% sustainable. So of course, the rest of the world is much less than 56%. Well, you can do the math. So the takeaway from this is the Bitcoin mining industry has the highest sustainable energy mix of any major country. And of course, if we look at all the major industries, it's pretty obvious by inspection that Bitcoin mining is much more sustainable than shipping, trains, gasoline-powered automobiles, all of the natural gas powered industries, most of the heavy chemical industries. So Bitcoin mining is in actuality the most sustainable energy mix we could find.
Just let me throw my 2 cents in here really quick. Sorry to interrupt, but Kathy Wood over at ARK, her fund put out a chart right here, and absolutely came to the same conclusion. Not as in depth as the Bitcoin Mining Council, but I wanted to throw this in there too. I had to go someplace. This is where I put it. I wanted you to get a quick look at this. All right, let's go back to Michael. Thanks, guys.
We compared Bitcoin mining to the total worldwide energy usage, and this is another way to look at it. 189 terawatt hours versus 162,000 terawatt hours for the entire world. If we compare Bitcoin mining to US electricity generation, you see that in fact, there's about 10,000 terawatt hours of energy used to generate electricity in the US. 6,800 terawatt hours is wasted or lost in the process, so about 65%. This shows quarterly results, Q1 versus Q2. And what we found is that moving from Q1 to Q2, network efficiency leaped. It increased by 15%. Not only do you see where the network is today, you see where the network is going. The second thing you see on this chart in the upper left corner is the overall consumption of energy in Bitcoin. And this is not a surprise. It dramatically decreased Q1 to Q2. And the lower right corner is very fascinating. In Q1, our best estimates are that the Bitcoin mining network was running at a sustainable electricity mix of about 37%. And in Q2, we improved by 52%, a dramatic improvement to 56% sustainable energy mix. The takeaway from this is the network is getting more efficient. So efficiency really improved, sustainability dramatically improved.
We have essentially a third of the industry that has collaborated on this and brought together their energy, and that's just going to grow because it's been such a short time. It's been really 4 or 5 weeks only since the Bitcoin Mining Council's formation. So that's I think it shows that we can be decentralized, but it doesn't mean we have to be disorganized. So in the words of Michael Saylor,
that all the investors in the world, they're very comfortable analyzing digital transformation of books and records, and digital transformation of cameras. But when you actually talk about digital transformation of property or money, that's so mind-blowing that what you've got is just a big education gap. The big thing that people need to know is this is a technology industry. It's rotating from energy intensive to technology intensive, because in Bitcoin, you do have different rules state by state, and you do have different rules country by country, and 98% of the people don't even understand what the product is. If you are an ESG activist, Bitcoin is the most ESG friendly industry in the world. It's G friendly because it's got the best governance in the world. There is no board of directors. There is no CEO. No one can manipulate it. It's totally, utterly fair, honest, and truthful. You know, it's S. It's good for the society because it's giving property rights to billions and billions of people. You know, aren't many other technologies that offer the promise of property rights and wealth preservation to everybody on Earth using a $50 Android phone. And if you're concerned about the environment, not only is this running, you know, the BMC members running 68% sustainable energy, which is higher than the next 10 major industries I could find. I can't find an industry that's material that has more than 68%. I cannot find one, and I challenge anybody to find a major industry that's running at more than 68% sustainable or even 56% sustainable. So if you're looking for a clean industry to monetize intermittent renewable energy anywhere on Earth, no matter whether there's a population center or not, no matter whether you got fiber optic lines or not, Bitcoin is that clean energy. It's the clean business. And so Bitcoin is the cleanest industry in the world. And once, every time people bring up this issue, I think that's our entree, just to share with them that Bitcoin is the solution to the problem of how we clean the environment. Bitcoin is the solution to the problem of how we deploy great corporate governance. And Bitcoin is the solution to the problem of how we improve the society, in addition to being really cool technology and maybe the most disruptive technology of the century.
And there you go, guys. Bitcoin is the solution, not the problem. Don't listen to the FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's baloney. They put out these headlines. They try to get you to stay away from it, fear it, not understand it. Listen, I hope you get some value out of this. I hope you appreciate the fact that I cut that hour and a half down to 9 minutes, and really appreciate it, guys. Don't listen to the idiots out there trying to talk you out of this. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a voice on YouTube who's asking you to please hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like, leave a comment. I don't even care what the comment says. Till the next one, guys. Listen, peace, love, and karma.